Well, hello there. Oh, it's 11:45 on I think it's a Thursday night. Somebody sent me a comment on, I think my last video I did, saying, oh, by the way, you're actually now able to get a statement from Lloyd about Little Lloyd's litigation letters. Little Lloyd's litigation letters, that's 4 L's, that's pretty impressive. Just came up with that one, the 4 L's. So, and this was on a guy called Jake Vaughan's Twitter feed, who has a YouTube channel called Alt Worldly, and was also received the same letter that I received, asking, extortioning us for €3,000. He got the same one. Now, this full letter, this full statement can only be viewed if you're on Patreon, if you're a patron of Lloyd's channel and sending money to do his good work. The good work according to Lloyd. And so of course and there's no way I was going to pay this guy money just so I could read his statement. That's just bollocks. But obviously somebody maybe paying him £1 a week decided to do what people do to the Watchtower and leak the statement. So therefore I've got it here. So for those of you who've not seen this, I'll just read out to you. I've just read it. This is only the second time I've looked at this. It says hello all instead of hello there. So it says hello all. This was dated, this is obviously this morning. Was it tomorrow? Oh, yesterday. So it was yesterday's date anyway. It says hello all. Some of you may have seen that letters have gone out from my lawyers to those who have been responsible in the recent defamation campaign against me. Yet again, this isn't a campaign. This isn't coordinated. This is just people who have a YouTube site have decided to give their response to his infamous live stream video. So there isn't a campaign, there's no coordination. All these people, these YouTube users, I've never spoke to any of them. You know, I didn't even know these people existed, and up until we all started putting up YouTube's videos, and I then got told, oh, go and look at this guy's video because he's got the same letter as you. So there's been no coordination. There isn't a campaign. This is just us giving our response to Little Lloyd's adventures in Thailand. So it goes, in total 10 letters have gone out to 12 individuals. All right, I see. Okay, so basically, the reason why I thought, because obviously he sent one to Kim and Mikey, that's 2, and one to it's Mark and Cora, I think it is, on the other one. So that's how it goes. So 10 letters have gone out to 12 individuals who have been most prolific in circulating information that is not only invasive, but also false and defamatory about my work and private life. Again, I've just stuck to the facts. So, and I've only repeated what Lloyd himself has already told us. So, I'm not too sure what he's going on about there. Anyway, I want you all to know that contrary to what some are saying, this is not some exercise in intimidation. I think it is. I think it is. I think it is, Lloyd. I think it's both intimidation and extortion. And basically, it's a case of trying to remove anything, any criticism that is on social media relating to Lloyd Evans. This is what it is. It is intimidation. And he said that the Jehovah's Witnesses were intimidating him, so to get him to remove his content. That they were going after him to bring his channel down because he dared to criticise the Jehovah's Witnesses on videos that they had released. Yet when we criticise him on a video that he releases, apparently when he tries to send us these extortion letters, apparently it isn't intimidation. He says, when I hired my lawyers, they advised a clear process of pursuing both criminal and civil damages against those involving themselves in cyberbullying campaign. Again, no campaign. And sending out pre-court warning letters is a crucial part of that process. In other words, I cannot simply sue someone without first trying to resolve matters outside of court. It is only fair to give someone an opportunity to stop. This is what a hypocrite. It is only fair to give someone an opportunity to stop their damaging behaviour and avoid a course that could lead them to receiving a criminal record. My God, let's think about this. Only fair to give someone an opportunity to stop their damaging behaviour and avoid a course that could lead them to receiving a criminal record. Sorry, if you go over and appropriate the services of a prostitute in countries where it is illegal, you know what we've all been trying to do is trying to stop Lloyd continuing that course of his damaging behaviour, which is illegal. That's what we've been saying all along. You know, Lloyd, cut all this out, stop your activism, because clearly it hasn't worked out. Remember his video where he's taking a rest saying, it's not working out for me, it's not working out for me. All we've tried to do, most of us along, are just says, look, you need to knock this on the head, concentrate on what's more important to you, which I've said so many times, concentrate on your family and forget about your activism. You know, you've done what you've done, it's now time to knock that on the head and concentrate on the things that are important to you. But apparently, he's giving us the opportunity to stop our damaging behaviour and avoid a course that could leave us receiving a criminal record, when we're trying to be encouraging him to stop his damaging behaviour and avoid a course that could eventually that he could receive a criminal record. That's what we've been trying to do, but he doesn't see it that way. I've already heard some surprise that one or two individuals have received letters, perhaps because they are much loved and admired creators in the ex-JW YouTube community. To be clear, no legal action against any individual is being taken lightly. If a creator chooses to make public claims about me or anyone, whether in the form of live streams, lengthy commentaries, or a series of shorter uploads, they have an obligation to be scrupulous, accurate, and speak only the truth. But some of it was true is no defence. Well, funny enough, isn't this the guy who, when he was going after Toni Morris, kept on stating that this is clear evidence, looking at a video of Toni Morris, that this is a man who is inebriated. This is a man who has a drink problem. Wowee. You know, this is a guy who's come out with so many claims in relation to Stephen Lett. Stephen Lett clearly has a problem with children and hates children. I could go on and on and on about all the individuals, not just governing body members, who that he's analysed them and stated as something that's fact, which is only hearsay, it's only his opinion, but he's put that out there. But apparently, when we give our opinion about Lloyd's activities, which he has confirmed, when we give an opinion about the way he's gone about this, about that absolute catastrophic live stream, apparently we've got no defence. We can't do this. Yet this is a guy who's been doing this for a living for 9 years. It is so hypocritical. Every individual who has received a letter has indulged in making multiple false statements about my life and work. Sorry, I have not done that. I have continuously only dealt with what we know are the facts. Lloyd Evans using prostitutes over the past 4 years, going to Thailand and being with women or young girls who look 20. They are the facts that I've dealt with, and they're the only ones I've continually said, because that to me is the big problem. And the fact that he is still yet to apologise for all his patrons who've paid him money for his activism work, and he's used those funds to acquire the service of prostitutes in Thailand, a country that is known for its strong links of child sexual abuse. That's all I've said continually during this, and as anybody's known, if you're listening to Lloyd, I've all the other things I've just read out, WhatsApp messages that you said and other statements that you said, where you've basically said all these things are all false, and I've read the things that you've provided. It's bizarre. I've on purposely kept away from things which I thought, oh, that doesn't sound quite right to me, because I wasn't happy that it was true or not. So anyway, he says, and I care too passionately about my 10 years of activism against the Jehovah's Witness organisation to let this defamatory material stay floating around online, potentially tarnishing my work long after I am gone. Wow, wowee. Isn't the most damaging video which anybody has made in relation to his tarnishing his work is the video that he did himself, the live stream. This is why everybody said to me, if this goes all the way down the line, all you've got to show a judge is that video. And if somebody saw that video, they'd go, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, maybe 10 or 12 times, because that is the video which still is there, which is still online, which is the most defamatory material in relation to tarnishing his work long after he's gone. He is the... It's him. All we've done is respond to this video. It's bizarre. Like I said before, he should be suing himself. Simply being a much liked XJW, in my opinion, should not grant anyone any form of diplomatic immunity. As I expressed in my I'm Back video, while scrutiny and valid criticism is always acceptable, sorry, scrutiny and valid criticism is not something that he even, those rules he doesn't adhere to when he personally attacks some of the people, within the Jehovah's Witnesses. It isn't a valid criticism or scrutiny. He literally is just going after the jugular, really, Bottlegate, all the rest of those ones. It's just so hypocritical. It says, always acceptable. It says, a line must be drawn of false claims intended to cancel, smear and character assassinate. Sorry, they are the attributes of Lloyd Evans. A lot of Lloyd Evans' videos in relation to personally attacking individual members of the Jehovah's Witnesses in cancel, smear and character assassinate. That's what he has done repeatedly. And yet apparently he is now attacking us for not even doing what he, I've only dealt with the facts, and he then went after governing body members with what he, with his allegations and assumptions, and carried on, and those are still there. It's just hypocritical, and there's a lot of, well, that's the end of it actually, and then there's a lot of tweets about this, continual tweets about this. But if you want to see it, go to Jake's Twitter site. I might read a little bit more of it later. But the one thing which you've got to laugh, to be honest with you. But at the moment I don't feel like laughing, because I just think this is just. At the end of the day, all through my life I've hated bullies. I've absolutely hated bullies, and I've, if I see things going in injustice, it really does me head in. And this is, to be honest with you, it just goes like bully boy tactics. I don't know. But anyway, somebody's written, sent an email to the Carlo Novosel, who's apparently this attorney-in-law in Zagreb, who's Lloyd has hired. And he said, dear Mr. Novosel, I understand you're attorney for Mr. James Lloyd Evans. Let's give him his full title, James Lloyd Evans. And here's another thing, the letter that I received just has Lloyd Evans. That's not even his real name. His full name is James Lloyd Evans. So which is why they put this on this little email. I understand that you're an attorney for Mr. James Lloyd Evans, and that you've sent out a number of emails to people who've committed a violation of the Croatian law of right to personality. It is my further understanding that this law is enforceable internationally and via email. I think that's a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but that's what the letter says. I wish to make a complaint that I have not received a letter despite me regularly violating the Croatian law of rights of personality against your client. I often call Mr. Evans a crybaby and Jabba the Hutt on social media. On Saturday, the 19th of February 2022, in the Two Pigs in Cheltenham, that's obviously a pub in Cheltenham, at approximately 9:27 p.m, I loudly berated your client in front of several members of the public and referred to him as a prosy banging ponce, and further added that I wouldn't touch him with yours. I hereby invite you to add me to your litigation list, and in case you do not act in accordance with my request, I'll be persuaded to initiate legal actions on my own against Mr. Evans for publicly calling me a spiteful ranting troll on his social media platform. I invite Mr. Evans to avoid this consequence by paying £5,000 in damages to my PayPal account, and he puts his PayPal account there. I don't know if it's a real one, obviously. I attached the screenshot from Mr. Evans violating my rights of personality. Anyway, so it just shows how ridiculous this is going. So, as I've said before, if you feel absolutely infuriated by what is going on here, I suggest that you too bombard Lloyd's attorney at law. You know, knowing the facts, all I've done was the facts here, knowing the facts of the litigation that we've received, the extortion letter that we've all received, and also the further statement from Lloyd confirming that the letters did originate from his attorney at law, and the reason for doing so. If you feel absolutely aggrieved about what's going on here, that you think there is an absolute sense of injustice and hypocrisy, I really do suggest that you email Lloyd's solicitor, you know, putting that down. Because I think this is the only way. Because I think Lloyd, just thinks that the 12 people he's targeted, was 12, wasn't it? Or was it 14? I can't remember. But the 10 letters that he's sent out, that we're all going to go away quietly, and clearly that is what he's trying to do. He's trying to remove any footprint of anything that criticises him for Prosygate, for his live stream video and on his comeback video and everything else he's simply done. It's bizarre, he wants to somehow salvage his reputation when his reputation is gone, and he's just clinging on to it. It's just like some politician that's been caught out and just refuses to resign until eventually everybody was just shouting, for the love of God, just go. This is what needs to happen with this man, because this is just really, really poor. So I'm going to put yet again the email address for his lawyer, and I'd appreciate it for anybody who's watching these videos is just please just send an email to these guys, because obviously you're not affected in it, and just actually say what you feel, because I'm staggered by this turn of events. It won't put me off. I'm not taking down any Lloyd material until, and I've given him the opportunity to do this, to apologise online for all the people, all his patrons who paid him money in good faith that he was going to use that money for activism instead of using it to pay prostitutes, that he makes that public apology on a YouTube video, that he sends the €3,000 that he's trying to get out of me, and sends that to the Ukraine fund, and also I think that's about it, yeah. And I need proof that he's done this, and then I will remove everything relating to any Lloyd Evans, because I think maybe that, again, that good will come out of this, that the people who really need the money will actually benefit from it. But obviously he doesn't think that despite him doing his video the other day, you know, it was all about the Ukrainian war effort and the relief, and heaven knows that I really sincerely hope that the money he's getting raised he's not handling the transfer of that money. That's I don't know. Maybe is, maybe isn't. I have no idea. I certainly hope the money he's raised is actually going to the funding. But if he's got any sort of credibility at all, he will take this on the chin. He will send the €3,000 to the fund personally. He'll prove to me he's done this. He will make the public apology to all his patrons who sent him money in good faith, and I will remove every single video I've done about Lloyd and call it a day. on the Lloyd videos anyway. And what is it? I gave that. I said that in this morning's video, I think it was, and I'm giving him 10 days to do this. So it's now. I'll give him another day, starting from today, the 11th. So he's got till the 21st of March to do this. Otherwise, no, my videos will stay up. That's the only terms that I'm willing to go down. Anyway, that's it. I've got another video I'm going to be bringing out tomorrow because I discovered something tonight, which is, have you ever seen that film Sliding Doors? That bit where, depending if they'd gone through the doors, caught the train, the whole events would have changed different. Well, I've discovered something that it's a sort of sliding doors thing where maybe all of this could have been avoided a long time ago, and I will reveal all tomorrow. Anyway, that's it. Good night. We're actually into the early hours now. It's actually a Friday morning. I need to go to bed. Anyway, bye bye.